Okay, I just thought I'd drop a word to do with kingdom spouses and stuff. I've been going through quite a lot in V2K. It's getting very dark. God's been going on about taking away dark garments that have been put on me. Kind of wearing them now. Always been a bit of an alternative. I didn't like the vampirism and all that sort of stuff, but there's some strange things going on there. They're saying there's a thing going on with Matt Bellamy at the moment. It seems like there's been some sort of weird kind of link ups, like kingdom marriages and stuff. As I say, the first kingdom marriage turned out to be a dud. This person, I say Jeremy Chatsky, turned out to be my handler in V2K. I was pulled in on the spiritual stuff and later found out it was V2K, sort of technology sorcery, and he's a main sorcerer. They've been using love spells and all sorts on me. Been like being involved with sexual stuff in V2K. And also I've gone through the second one, which is Tom York. He sounds mad with these pop stars or whatever, but that's what's been going on in V2K. Time is yet to tell if they're the real person or not. And now it's Matt Bellamy. There's been some sort of esoteric link between me and him, bloodlines. Again, it seems like a bad and far-fetched and stuff, but I get the impression that like the devil's or Satan has been trying to merge some sort of kingdom marriage between light and dark. As I says on earlier post to do with Tartaria and some of these old churches, like the Cologne one, is it somewhere on the border of Germany? These churches, they're like unworldly, and they literally are. They're like a sort of blend between light and dark, and God dropped things about they tried to make love to God, in their demonic way, to try and bring God down. It was going on about some enigma code or something. But yeah, I think I don't know if like it's Satan's sense of humour or something, because you don't quite know, because he plays both sides of the sword. Because like God's got his foot on him as well, as in Genesis 3, put him under his foot as a snake. And then like something was going on about like the sword, like an inverted cross. It's still a sword in the shape of a sword. So either way, he plays like devil's advocate. Like he likes destruction either way. And he's also got a sort of playful character as well, from what I've known. But I don't fully know Satan. But I know he's comical now and again, and I think that's through God's view and the fact that follow God, he respects it, But as for these people that don't follow God, he has a while of a time with, basically. And like I know that if he is Matt Bellamy, he like talks to me now and again in V2K, and he says that the video of Sunburn has a lot of relevance with the lyrics. This mirror thing, like the other side of this mirror. I wrote a song called Caged in a Bird, which is about a mirror looking for someone or something. But anyway, there's been a lot of talk about like some sort of link within our bloodline, as I've said earlier on my posts. I'm having a hard time breathing at the moment because of V2K. It's been pretty chaotic and very dark. That's all I can say, and you can see the oxygen a problem in my eyes. So but God's like showing that he ain't tolerating it. Something happened with like Twin Towers feeling. I think he's like showing some people, like Madonna or whatever, do like really demonically possessed. If they don't put this sorcery down, like something catastrophic is coming to them in New York. And he gave a demonstration or the devil, Satan did, of like what it was like to be in those towers coming down. And I know that God sent something to them about like, or go down like a bomb. So, I'm feeling like I'm getting weaker, finding it hard to breathe. And, they would desperately want to take me out. They want to kill me, like it's been happening umpteen dozen times. But I'm just holding on, with God. Got a lot of faith in Him. It's quite scary, what they're doing. It's like most days I forget because I'm under some sort of MK Ultra related program. I think the overspill happened over into V2K. As I say, they're making me breathe weird. So, like I might have to fall, might have to pass out before, like it's like some sort of measuring stick, like that, when this happens, then all hell will break loose. So let's hope these individuals in America, the technocrats and all that, and all these celebrities will put their sorcery down, otherwise we're going to be going to war.